Hey garden friends, I'm Nikki from Proven Winners Direct, and I have 7 more gorgeous plant of the day plants to show you this week. As you can see, I'm in our beautiful gardens again. We are going to try and show you different places than we've shown you before with each of our plants. So stay tuned to learn and see stuff that you've never seen, and they are gorgeous. So I have 7 more plants. We're going to run each of these on sale every day of the week. They change every day at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All of them will be 35% off. So it is a great time to stock up and refresh your gardens if something's puttering out, or thinking about next season with perennials and shrubs that are gonna come back year after year for you. So lots of great opportunities for that. As we go through each of the plants, we make it super easy for you to shop them. So right in the description of our video has all of the plants listed out with the links that goes right to their product page. If you have not before, give us a like and subscribe. We love to see our subscribe list growing. It's exciting. It's something I never thought that I would be excited about, but here I am excited about it. So if you haven't yet, give us a subscribe. So let's get into it. Let's get to the pretty plants. Our next plant of the day is the beautiful Mandevillas. And I'm so excited because we have 5 different colors and they're all on sale. So we have pink, we have coral pink, we have white, we have red, and we have yellow. As you can see, surrounded in the sea of color. These Mandevillas are super full and lush because they come in a 1-gallon Royale size container. So they're already established, they're already putting on a show, and they're perfect as a refresh in your gardens. So I love these in combination planters and in the ground. They will grow up a trellis. They can grow up to 2 feet tall, and they fill out to about 1.5 feet in terms of width. So they're really nice full plants that really pack an easy punch quick. So as I mentioned, we've got 5 different colors you can choose from. They're all discounted, and the only catch is that you have to purchase 2. There is a minimum purchase requirement of 2. It's a shipping thing. We try to avoid it when we can, but it's just one of those things. So, but you still get 35% off each of them. So these guys can go in part to full sun. They're a tropical plant, so they love the heat and the humidity, super easy to care for, and they just keep pushing out these beautiful blooms. Our next plant of the day is the Supertunia Latte. This one is especially good right now if you're thinking about fall planting. I love latte in my fall containers. So as you can see, it's got this gorgeous creamy white outer and then this dark, it reminds me of the Supertunia Royal Velvet, that deep, rich purple, one of my faves. It's on the inside. So this is such a beautiful, it's got a total fall aesthetic for me. I also love it during the summer months. It's great with whites and then some extra foliage plants. It's a gorgeous, and truly I feel like it's underrated. I feel like it's one of our Supertunias that not a lot of people try, or not enough people try. You should try it. So I do, like I said, I love these in fall. I mix it, I do bring in some purples and some grasses, you know, and because of all the rage with the white pumpkins and the green pumpkins, gorgeous, right? All right, so as with all of our Supertunias, this guy can trail up to 2 feet. It's a vigorous grower. Lots of water soluble, especially right now in the heat of the season. Make sure you're watering consistently and you're giving a good dose of the water soluble at least every 3 waterings. There is still plenty of season left to be planting annuals, and I highly encourage it. And I'm actually to that point, I'm excited. I'm excited to switch out my combinations that I have for the summer and start thinking about fall and much cooler weather. But as with all of our Supertunias, part to full sun, they grow really well, really anywhere you put them. Just make sure that they're getting at least 4 hours of sun a day and lots of watering and extra feeding during the dog days of summer. Our next plant of the day is very exciting because it is a new perennial variety for 2024, so you are seeing it first here. It is the Mega Millions Black-Eyed Susan, and you guys, we can all hit the jackpot with this one. I love Black-Eyed Susans because it's like such a you know it's summer, right? When you're driving around and you see them blooming in the cheery yellow blooms, it's like you know summer is here. So I love them. The great thing about these Mega Millions is they've been trialed for years, obviously, and what we found is this is a bloom maniac. It pushes out so many blooms. I was reading something where it was saying that over a 3-year span, it had 1,000 more blooms than a 7-year span of a previous Rudbeckia. So this has major bloom power. As I mentioned, it's a perennial, hardy in zones 3 through 9, so it's gonna keep coming back stronger and stronger year after year. At maturity, it gets to be about 3 foot tall and wide. You're gonna wanna plant it in part to full sun. So obviously, I would say minimum 4 hours, but my goal would be more like 6 to more of a full sun. But as you can see, it's got that beautiful dark green foliage that really makes the yellow pop. So it's just going to be a gorgeous quality performer, heat tolerant, drought tolerant. The pollinators love them. So it's one of those perennials that I stand behind 1,000,000%, and it will look beautiful in any garden. Our next plant of the day is the Shadowland Hudson Bay Hosta, and this is one of my favorites that we carry. It has that beautiful blue margin, the apple green jetting, and then this creamy white center appears as it matures and gets larger. It's gorgeous. There's not many tri-color foliage hostas out there, so a definite beauty. So as you can see here, this is our trade gallon. It's 0.65 gallons, and behind me, it is fully grown in the back. Gorgeous, huge, 2 feet tall and wide, and just that beautiful spread of the beautiful foliage. And I am a hosta girl. I love them, and I'm trying so hard to get all of you to love them too, because they're so easy. They're just so easy. You plant them, they come back year after year, stronger than ever. They also have these beautiful lavender blooms that appear that the hummingbirds love. I don't know if you can tell behind me or not, but we've had some storms and some major hail that has done quite some damage on a majority of our different plants. But outside of those natural elements that we have little to no control over, you cannot go wrong planting hardy hostas. Our next plant of the day is the Teardrop Suja, and this guy certainly is full of cheer. I love it because of the teardrop shape that it has, and obviously it's gorgeously lush and full. But most thujas, you know, they have that same standard shape, but this has got more whimsy movement to it. So I totally love these guys. They can get up to 10 feet tall. Typically it's from 6 to 10 feet is the average, and they can spread from 6 to 8 feet wide. So they are big guys. So you definitely want to make sure you have space, but oh my gosh, the beauty they would bring to some foundation plantings or hedges. It would take your landscape from drab to darling, I think. Another great thing is you can do part sun to full sun, so they're super easy, and they're hardy in zones 3 through 7. So not as hardy in our warmer climates, but this beautiful evergreen is sure to cheer up any space. Our next plant of the day is the gorgeous Let's Dance Can Do reblooming hydrangea. And this pretty is on her second flush of blooms. As you can see, they are coming in gorgeous. It has that beautiful lace cap look. These, you can change the color depending upon the acidity of your soil. So in an acidic soil, they're gonna be more of the beautiful purple, and then obviously the more alkaline, you'll have the pink like you see here. These are a newer hydrangea. I believe they came in 2021. And one of the best things about this is the ability to have buds, and I was trying to find, but all the way up the stems. So typically with big leaf hydrangeas, the blooms sit on top, but this has the ability to go all the way up. So if you're in a colder climate and you haven't had much success with big leaves because that winter snow creates some damage, give this one a try because it's going to have so many more buds that are protected inside of the plant to create those gorgeous blooms. So this pretty gets to be about 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, so it's got a beautiful rounded habit. You can fit it in anywhere. part to full sun. If you are in a warmer climate, I do recommend providing some afternoon shade because that afternoon heat can really take its toll on hydrangeas. But this is a super, super easy big leaf, and it reblooms. I love a reblooming hydrangea, and it just creates all of that beauty all season long. Our final plant of the day is the Superbell's Black Currant Punch. I have this planted for the first time ever this year, and it's truly become one of my favorites this season because it's so vibrant. I have it in my window boxes on the back of the house, and I've got it planted with a variety of different color Superbells. So the Superbells are not as vigorous as our Supertunias, but they still can spill over your containers like a foot to a foot and a half, and they fill up with these beautiful vibrant blooms. So I'm totally in love and sold out now for Superbells, and next year I want to plant them in a ton more places. But again, this black currant, gosh, that vibrancy is so gorgeous. Again, they don't like wet feet, so a more of an inconsistent watering schedule with these guys I found has worked. I do every other day, and it's working like a charm. And the great thing too that I've noticed is if they do dry out, because it happens, I mean, it happens, we forget. When they dry out and I'm like, oh no, as soon as I give them a fresh dose of water, they pop back and they are just as beautiful as ever. So really they're a lot hardier than I ever gave them credit for before. Superbell's Black Currant Punch. That wraps up another episode of Plant of the Day. As a reminder, all of these beauties are going to be on sale at 35% off every day this week. You can purchase as many of the plants as you'd like on Monday from noon until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they'll all be discounted at the same time. Otherwise, it changes daily at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I hope you had so much fun meandering through our beautiful gardens with me today. Thank you for watching and following along, and I hope you find something that you haven't tried before that you're looking forward to for 2024. Again, super easy. If you see something you love, check the links in the description. It'll take you right where you need to go to purchase. Happy planting.